Fuel fans, and welcome to Fuel Insider from WebStream Sports Studios. I'm your host, Talor Whitaker, joined now by number 9 forward, Rhett Bly. Welcome, Rhett.
Thanks for having me.
Well, in an interview with Coach Peter Russo of PRS Hockey, recently you mentioned that you've taken up yoga beginning in the last off-season. Have you since inspired any of your teammates to join you in practice?
You know what? I think a lot of my teammates have already taken up yoga in their spare time as part of their training. I think it's great, supplemental for hockey players. It just helps with a lot of hip mobility, helps with your skating, and a lot of hockey players tend to have shoulder issues. So it definitely helps open things up and kind of clear your mind, especially in a long summer of training. My
favorite pose is Shavasana, which is where you're just literally laying dead on the ground at the end of a practice. What's your favorite pose?
I like the wheel pose. It's good to open up your shoulders and your back, but it takes a lot of warming up to do, and not really up to the challenge today.
We won't make you do it right now. Maybe we'll throw up a graphic. I appreciate that. And then you also, your girlfriend Tyler, do you guys practice together?
You know what? She's actually very mobile when it comes to yoga. She's been doing it for a lot longer than I have, and she can do some pretty amazing things actually. But no, we usually separate the yoga practices. I can't quite keep up.
Well, I also like your beliefs on player intuition and instinct. Tell me how that correlates to what we've seen on the ice from the Fuel so far this week.
This week especially, I mean, obviously 3 wins. It's easy to point out what we've done well, but we've been doing a lot of things well for a while now. We've been working very hard in practice, and I think players are just getting rewarded. Players are finding themselves in the right place at the right time, and it's not a coincidence. It takes a lot of hard work, and I think it's just the effort that players are putting in right now is starting to show up on the scoreboard.
Awesome. And from that interview I mentioned earlier with Coach Peter Russo, he notes you as being the most humble and down-to-earth hockey player he's ever met. How has the sport of hockey instilled that quality in you?
Well, it's definitely, it's a humbling game. I mean, you know, it's, especially in a 72-game schedule, there's a lot of ups and downs. Obviously, you play better some nights than other nights. It's a very nice thing for Peter to say. I appreciate it a lot, but you know, I'm who I am. I find appreciation for the game, and I was told this summer actually from a trainer that if you love the game, it'll love you back. So I just try to carry that attitude every day when I come to the rink.
Wise words. Thank you so much for joining us, Rhett.
Thank you.
And to you Fuel fans, thanks for joining us from inside WebStream Sports Studios. And for Indy Fuel Hockey, I'm Talor Whitaker. We'll see you on the ice.